Hello 8th graders, Mr. Songer with you for the makeup lesson for lesson number 12. These are for lessons that took place Friday, January 3rd. And for this lesson you will need your green Standard of Excellence book. If you're a percussionist, go ahead and take out your bell kit. And we're going to do page 9 to start out with today. And we're also going to take a look at pages 10 and 11 in this lesson as well. So as we start on page 9, the first one I want to look at is number 36, pentatonic scales. A pentatonic scale means it's a 5-note scale, hence the word penta, which means 5, tonic, which means notes, so it's a 5-note scale. And pentatonic scales typically use the first, second, third, fifth, sixth note of a major scale. So if we play a B-flat scale, and think of that in terms of scale degrees. In other words, if we just number the notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're playing 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, those 5 notes. Okay? So let's play number 36 together. Line A is in the key of E flat, and then line B is in the key of B flat. All right? So here we go. 1, ready, go. You might have noticed, may have noticed on line B, we didn't use 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We did 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Instead of the third note of the major scale, we used the fourth note. And that just goes to prove that we don't always have to use those specific 5 notes. It just has to be 5 total notes. I'm just trying to say that a lot of times it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. All right? Hopefully that makes sense too. Turn to page 10. I don't want to play a song right now on page 10, but I do want to look at the top of the page at a couple of terminology things here. First of all, tempo words. You should know your very common tempo words. Like a lot of you know that moderato means medium speed, moderate speed. Many of you know allegro means fast. You might know that andante means medium slow. And by the way, if you don't know these things, listen carefully and learn them. Adagio means slow. Largo means really slow. Vivace means very fast. On the top of page 10, we see the word andantino, and it says faster than andante, but not as fast as moderato. So andante is a medium slow, and moderato is medium. So andantino is in the middle of those two. Now right next to that box we have another box that has the word enharmonics. Some of you know what the word enharmonics means, some of you don't. Here's what enharmonics mean. It's a note that has 2 different names. And when you look at a piano, you have the white keys and the black keys. The white keys are your natural notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. The black keys are the ones in between your white keys. So let's take, for example, the black key that's between A and B. That note has 2 different names. We can call it A sharp because it's just a little bit higher than A, or we can call it B flat because it's a little bit lower than B. A sharp and B flat are the same note. It's that black key between the 2 white keys, all right? And then on your band instruments, it kind of depends on what you play. For example, on trombone, A is 2nd position, B is 4th position, the A sharp or B flat is the 1st position. And we usually call it B flat. That's usually the most common thing to call that note. So, all right, now let's take a look at page 11, and we're going to play number 44. And this deals with 16th notes, okay? And as you look at number 44, it's a little tricky, and you'll notice that you see this 16th rest. A 16th rest can appear anywhere in a song, but what you're seeing right here is they're moving that 16th rest to different places in the group of 4 16th notes. So for example, in letter A, it goes, that's the first measure. In the second measure, you'll notice it's the exact same thing, but instead of that 4th 16th note, they put a 16th rest. So instead of going, we go, you get that little rest in there. Dot, 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 rest, dum. So very quick rest. At letter B, again, you start with, but then the second measure, you have the 16th rest in place of that second 16th note. So it's dot, rest, dot, dot, dum. Okay. Letter C, dot, 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 rest, dot, 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 dum. And then letter D, dot, 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 rest, dot, dum. Okay. Letter E, they have an 8th note, and then the 16th rest, and then the 16th note. Okay. And then letter F is very similar to letter E. Let's try playing number 44, but let's not do any of the repeats. Just play it straight through. All right, so here we go. 44. Ready? Go. So that's how that goes. Now, for your makeup recording, I want you to play either number 44 or number 36, your choice. And if you play 44, don't do the repeats, your choice of those two. And woodwinds and brass, you can stop listening, but percussion, as always, I have a little extra here for you on the snare drum. If you could turn to page 10, you're probably already, well, turn to page 10 for the snare drum. You will notice at the top of the page they talk about a couple different things in the orange boxes. There's the 13-stroke roll. A 13-stroke roll is a roll on a dotted quarter note, okay? And you see that there right at the beginning. They have a dotted quarter note with a roll followed by an 8th note, okay? When you have a dotted quarter note with a roll, it's the same as what you're seeing in that second measure there in the orange box. It's 6 16th notes, and then you have that 8th note at the end. So if your tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to go dot, 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 dot. Okay, 6 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that 8th note at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dum. And on each of those 16th notes, you'll roll. Okay, so da, 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 da. And all of those you roll except that last 8th note at the end. That's how you do a 6th or an 8th note roll. It's a 13-stroke roll, and the reason again that it's a 13-stroke roll is on each of those 6 16th notes, your drumstick is going to bounce. So it's going to hit the drum twice on all 6 of those. 6 times 2 is 12, and then you add on that 8th note at the end, and you're having the drumstick hit the drum a total of 13 times. So it's a 13-stroke roll. Also on that page, you see 16th note triplets. You're familiar with triplets. Triplets are 3 notes in a beat when they're 8th notes. So if your beat is 1, 2, 3, 4, triplets would be dot, 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 dot. 16th note triplets are 3 notes in half a beat. Okay, so they're very fast. So again, if your beat is 1, 2, 3, 4, your 8th notes would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're trying to stick 3 notes into each one of those half beats. It's pretty quick, all right? But those are 16th note triplets, all right? And then as you look at page 11, percussionists, we have that same 16th rest that we worked on in the mallet. So it's just working on the same thing in snare drum. You might have noticed there's a page in the middle there called 4 mallet technique. This is something that we're going to do at a future lesson. So look that over. It's very interesting how you do it. It's difficult. It's challenging. but it's also a lot of fun, especially if you're a good mallet player. So that's something that we'll also be doing, and if you want to try a little bit of that mallet page 10 4 mallet technique, that would be great. So there's your makeup lesson, everybody. Have a great day.